You already know what to do with your money. You've known for years, save more, spend less, invest early. Let time do its work. This is not new information. None of it is. And yet, your savings account looks the same as it did 18 months ago. Maybe worse. You check your balance, feel a small wave of something between guilt and numbness, and then you close the app. You tell yourself you'll start next month. You've been telling yourself that for 3 years. Here's the part no one explains to you. The reason you keep failing isn't discipline. It isn't laziness. It isn't even a lack of financial education. It's your brain. Your brain was not built for wealth. It was built for survival. And those two things are not the same. There's a version of you that exists in your imagination. Future you. The one with money in the bank. The one who doesn't flinch when an unexpected bill arrives. The one who checks their investments and feels calm instead of dread. You believe in that version, but you don't act like them. Instead, you spend the way you always have. Not recklessly, not stupidly. Just unconsciously. Small purchases that don't seem to matter. Subscriptions you forgot you had. A dinner out because you had a hard day. Another one because it's Friday. Another because someone else suggested it and saying no felt like too much effort. You're not bleeding money. You're leaking it, and you feel it. There's a low-level hum of financial anxiety that follows you through most weeks. It's not panic. It's just presence. A quiet awareness that you're not where you should be. That time is passing. That the gap between where you are and where you imagined you'd be is growing wider. You open a budgeting app. You use it for 11 days. You stop. You read an article about compound interest. You feel inspired for an afternoon. Then you buy something you didn't need and forget why you felt hopeful. The cycle continues. And the worst part is, you don't know why you keep doing this to yourself. Your brain is approximately 2 million years old. Not your personal brain, the architecture, the design, the deep wiring that controls how you seek reward, how you avoid pain, and how you make decisions when no one is watching. For almost all of that time, your ancestors lived in a world of scarcity. Food was uncertain. Safety was temporary. The future was something that might kill you before you ever reached it. So the brain evolved a simple rule. Take the reward now. If there's food, eat it. If there's pleasure, grab it. If there's comfort available in this moment, do not wait. Because tomorrow is not guaranteed. This is called present bias. And it's not a flaw. It kept your ancestors alive. But you don't live in that world anymore. You live in a world where the future is the entire point, where retirement accounts exist, where compound interest rewards decades of patience, where the person who waits wins. And your brain has no idea how to operate in that world. When you see something you want to buy, your brain does not calculate long-term financial impact. It calculates how quickly it can get the dopamine. The purchase feels urgent. The future feels abstract. The pleasure is real and immediate. The consequences are distant and theoretical, so you buy. And the version of you who will pay for that decision doesn't exist yet. Not to your brain. That future version is a stranger. A stranger you are constantly borrowing from and never repaying. There's a term for this. Psychologists call it temporal discounting. The further away a reward is, the less your brain values it. $1,000 today feels more valuable than $1,500 in a year, even though the math disagrees. Your brain doesn't do math. It does survival. And survival says, take what's in front of you before it disappears.
There are two people. They work similar jobs. They earn roughly the same income. They have the same bills, the same cost of living, the same access to the same financial tools. In 10 years, one of them will have 6 figures saved. The other will have almost nothing. Same income, same city, same economy, different behavior. This is the part most people refuse to accept. That wealth is not created by how much you earn. It is created by who you are when no one is checking on you. It's the version of you at midnight, tired, alone, deciding whether to click by now. It's the version of you on payday, choosing between the thing that feels good today and the thing that protects you in 5 years. It's the version of you who opens the investment app, sees a red number, and decides to stay instead of panic. Wealth is not built in single decisions. It's built in the thousands of invisible choices you make when no one is watching. And the terrifying part is this: those choices feel meaningless in the moment. They feel like nothing. $5 here, $20 there, a skip deposit this month. They don't feel like they matter, but they compound. Not just financially, psychologically. Every time you choose short-term comfort, you train your brain to expect it. You deepen the groove. You make the next decision easier to fail. And every time you delay the reward, you build something else. Not just savings. Trust. Trust in yourself. That you can say no. That you can handle discomfort. That you are not controlled by every impulse that flickers through your nervous system. Wealth, in its truest form, is not about money. It's about becoming the kind of person who doesn't need the dopamine to feel okay.
Picture this. It's 11:47 p.m. You're in bed. The room is dark except for the glow of your phone. You're not shopping for anything specific. You're just browsing, looking at things you don't need, adding things to a cart you might not buy. But sometimes you do. And when the package arrives, you feel almost nothing. A brief flicker of satisfaction. Then a low, quiet emptiness. You leave the box on the counter for 2 days before opening it. Now picture this. It's the end of the month. You get a notification. Your credit card statement is ready. You don't open it, not because you're scared of a disaster, but because you don't want to see the number. You already know it's higher than you wanted, so you swipe the notification away. You tell yourself you'll look tomorrow. You don't, or this. A friend talks about their investments, their savings, the account they've been building for 3 years. They're not bragging, they're just sharing. And something in your chest tightens. Not jealousy, something heavier. You smile, you nod, you change the subject. And later, alone, you feel something you can't name. A frustration aimed inward. A quiet voice asking why you didn't start when they did. Why you still haven't started now. And instead of answering it, you open your phone and scroll until the feeling fades. Here is the truth you have to sit with. You are not bad with money because you lack information. You are not struggling because you're lazy. You are not failing because you're stupid or careless or irresponsible. You are fighting your own biology. Every day. Your brain was designed for a world that no longer exists. A world where waiting meant starving. Where patience was a risk. Where the only safe reward was the one you could hold in your hand right now. That brain is still running the show. And it will keep running the show unless you understand what's happening beneath your decisions. Wealth is not natural. Delayed gratification is not natural. Watching your money sit untouched while your brain screams at you to use it, to spend it, to feel something now that is not natural. It is a skill, a painful one. A quiet act of rebellion against 2 million years of survival programming. And most people never learn it. Not because they can't, because they don't realize they're supposed to be fighting at all. There is no step-by-step process for this. No morning routine, no budgeting template, no app that will rewire your psychology for you. There is only the question. And here it is. If the version of you that exists 10 years from now could watch how you spent your money this month, every purchase, every skipped deposit, every quiet rationalization, would they feel protected by your choices or abandoned by them? You don't need to answer out loud. You already know. Somewhere right now, there's a version of you that doesn't exist yet. They're older, a little tired, standing in a future you can't see. They are the product of every decision you make between now and then. Every just this once. Every I'll start Monday. Every midnight purchase and every avoided bank balance. They don't get to come back and change what you do today. But they will live with it. Whether you think about them or not, you are building their life right now. In the small, invisible moments no one else sees. The question is not whether you can build wealth. The question is whether you will remember they exist before it's too late to help them.